In this video, we're going to demonstrate and explain how to create named complex types in the XML Designer in Visual Studio.net. Complex types are combinations of elements and attributes that can be used globally within other elements of your XSD. They're similar to custom simple types in so much that you define what they look like, and they're usable within the XML Designer. They're different from custom simple types in so much that they can contain some additional elements and attributes, so they're multidimensional instead of just defining a single type. So without further ado, what we'll do is create a complex type within our application, and we'll call this complex type address. And what we'll do is define what an address looks like. An address has a street, it has a city, has a state, and has a zip. Now, just a note here, we've already looked at simple types. We could use the simple type from the previous video, a state, if we wanted to here, so we can embed simple types within complex types. Now that we've created our complex type, we can use it within our element. So our element might be shipping address, or just shipping. We can put name, PO, we might even add the amount, and then we can add address, and we'll make this a special type, the complex type address. And when we do, you'll notice that there's a hierarchical relationship that's created to an instance of the address complex type that we created here. And so that's how it's denoted within the XML Designer. So behind the scenes, let's take a look at the XML that was actually generated by this procedure. The first thing you'll notice in the XML is the creation of the complex type that was named address. And the address contained a street, a city, a state, and a zip. Then you'll notice that the next object within the schema is an element by the name of shipping, and it has a name, a PO, an amount, and an address of type address. Now, how is this any different than the unnamed complex type that we created in video 2506 when we were creating sub-elements that are also known as unnamed complex types? Well, the difference is that this complex type, or this structure rather, can be reused in multiple places. For example, if we wanted to create another element called receiving, and here we can have name, date, PO, and then address of type address. And it is globally used across two different elements within our XSD. That's different because we would have had to type in street, city, state, and zip if we were to use the sub-element approach that was discussed in the previous video. Just like complex types can contain simple types, complex types can contain other complex types as well to create an even further hierarchical relationship from, let's say, address to other contact information, phone numbers, or whatever the case might be. We won't go into that example here and just leave that to your imagination. However, it's very flexible in that regard. So we hope that you learned a little bit more about the creation of complex types and understand how and when they should be used within your XSDs. And we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.